Welcome back to the channel, Hobby1 Canopy here. Please do remember to like this video if you enjoy this content and consider subscribing to the channel. Well, I am continuing work on the Hasegawa F A-18C in 1/48th scale. The model has its decals on and received a gloss coat. As usual, I used the gloss from Mission Models. This stuff is really easy to work with. For washes, I use artist oils from Winsor & Newton thinned with terpenoid. If you plan to work with artist oils, I recommend getting yourself black, white, brown, yellow, red, and blue. With these colors, you will be able to mix and match any color possible, of course, except for silver. For this Hornet, I will mix black and white to make a dark gray. Once I've created the right viscosity, the wash is placed directly onto the panel lines. I will work in a section, maybe a lower wing, and then allow the wash to dry, then remove it, and then start the whole process again on another section. To remove the wash, first make sure it is completely dried. I use Q-tips for much of the cleanup. I like to swipe the Q-tip in one direction, then swipe from a different direction. This ensures I get most of the material off. Just be sure to end with the final swipes, moving in direction of the flow of the aircraft. A large soft brush is used to soften any streaks. Next, I added the wash to the wheel wells. While applying the wash, I paid close attention to the corners. To remove the wash in these areas, I switch between a Q-tip and a brush. The brush allows the material to get kicked up from the corners and move to the center, where the Q-tip can reach. Relying on just the Q-tip will leave too much wash in these tighter areas. The wash is continued all around the aircraft. The wheel struts also receive the dark wash. For these areas, I allowed them to dry overnight. It's important to swipe the Q-tip in an up and down motion along the struts, not side to side. With decals added and a wash, these struts turned out pretty good. On the wing surface, I wiped much of the wash away with the paper towel. Then I concentrated removing material from the center of each panel. The effect that is created is similar to what is achieved with pre-shading. The benefit to doing this effect afterwards with oils, however, is that I have a lot more control over the effect. I continue this work switching between Q-tips, a large soft brush, and the paper towel. With all of the washes completed, I spray the model with Tamiya Clear Flat. Now it's time to remove the masking over the cockpit, windscreen, and canopy. Any paint that leaked around the tape, I easily removed with a flattened and moistened toothpick. I decided to emulate the rainbow tinting effect found on canopies for these aircraft with these pins. Simply color the canopy with blue and red and spread it around the canopy, essentially polishing it into the plastic. Now it's time to weather the fuel tanks with artist oils. I used white, black, and burnt sienna to create realistic wear. Splatter technique was used to deepen the contrast of colors and create the interesting worn effects found on these tanks. I used a toothpick to scrape large scratches and a metal tool that looks somewhat like a rake to create smaller scratches. Other scratches were created using AK weathering pencils. Well, that does it for this video. Please consider liking the video and subscribing to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.